Imagine sitting with a group of friends and realizing that every single person is staring at a screen instead of talking. I've been in that situation many times, and it made me realize how normal it has become for us to be physically together while mentally somewhere else. My name is CJ Kim, and today I want to share why I believe our generation needs to reduce screen time and make more room for real in person connection. Reducing screen time can improve our mental health, our ability to focus, and the quality of our relationships. And my hope is by the end of this speech, you'll be much more intentional about how you use your devices. First, screen time affects our mental health more than we realize. According to psychologist Dr. Jean, who published the book iGen in 2019 after studying generational trends for more than 2 decades, teens who use screens for 3 or more hours a day are about 34% more likely to show symptoms of anxiety and depression. Jean is credible because her work tracks long term mental health patterns across age groups. And honestly, we've all felt it. That late night scrolling session where you plan to check one thing and now you realize 45 minutes later you're drained, anxious, or just off. Even though that example isn't scientific, it's the feeling that many of us recognize. Screen time doesn't just affect how we feel emotionally, it impacts our brain's focus. A 2022 study in peer-reviewed journal Nature Communications found that constantly switching between apps and notification trains the brain to expect non-stop stimulation, which makes sustained attention much harder even when the phone isn't being used. Think of it like trying to read a book while someone taps your shoulder every 10 seconds. You might ignore the taps, but they still break your concentration. And when this happens all day, every day, our ability to focus gets weaker. All of this also spills into the way we connect with other people. According to Pew Research Center 2023 reports, teens, tech, and mental health, 54% of teens say they often feel ignored by friends who are distracted by their phones. This could be just a simple car ride where you're and your friend, where the passenger's on their phone and they're just like, don't pay attention to a single thing you say. Pew is credible because it uses large national samples and nonpartisan research. On a personal level, you've probably had the experience of talking to someone and watching them look down at their phone mid-sentence. Even if it's not intentional, it instantly makes you feel less important. These tiny moments of disconnection add up over time and chip away at how close we feel to each other. So when you combine the mental health effects, the attention issues, and the impacts on our relationship, it becomes clear that reducing screen time isn't about hating technology. It's about finding a balance so we could live healthier and more connected lives. As I close, I want to challenge you to try something small. Pick one moment in your day to intentionally put your phone away. This could be, and I feel like this would be good for everyone just so we could realize how much phones are affecting us. This could be maybe when you're hanging out with someone, during meals, while studying, or right before bed. Even 10 minutes of being fully present can make a difference. Technology is a huge part of our lives, but we still get to choose how we use it. If we take small steps to be more mindful, we can rebuild stronger relationships, protect our mental health, and make our everyday lives feel more real and meaningful. Thank you so much.